Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 24 of SubTerra Tech, where, well, today we set up automation for the cores here, which translates into one more core until we get creative cores. So how did we get this set up? Well, you're going to have to jump into this episode and find out. But before you do that, have you hit that like, subscribe, and share? Do so. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And, well, it's with your help that we can do it. So, let's jump into this episode and see how this room is set up. Alright, guys, jumping into this episode, we are here. I know I said I would work on the reactor and setting it all up, but while I was going through the recipes, I noticed that I'm going to need refined obsidian and stuff, so I figured might as well just set up the refined obsidian resource core and the glowstone resource core, as well as all the other ones of those resource cores, just so they're out of the way. That way we only have to work on the atomic okay, that's odd. Where is the rest of those? There we go. All of the rest of the stuff we need for the antimatter core. So yeah, that will be the only core we will not have is the antimatter core after we set these up. So that's more than enough of these. More than enough. Okay. So we're going to come over here. We're going to at least get a couple of these set up. Right like so. I'm not sure how much of that gas I'm going to need. I need at least 2 of these. Botanical gas in a purification chamber. Botanical gas, botanical resource shell. Give me a second to figure this one out, guys. I'll be right back. Because I think I'm doing this correctly, but... yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, guys. I got it to work. But how I made it work was I removed speed. Apparently, speed is the enemy of making these. So, yeah, I can make them now. So, I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's kind of confusing. Gauge. I think I should have one that is refined obsidian because I think I made one. No, but this is an empty one right here. Let's make one more. Because we're just getting these prepped this one time. Alright, I think it's going to be 10 of those. and one of these shells. I don't know how many of them is... Oh my... Really? I need one more refined obsidian. There we go. This will be the last time I have to make it through that osmium compressor. Alright, we've got the refined obsidian one. Alright, and now... put... You know what? We'll put 11 in there because the other one took 11. And we're going to get the refined glowstone one. Really? All right. All right. Well, we got the refined glowstone one and the refined obsidian one. That's good. That is good. So what I am going to do is I figured out that we're going to need 7 sets of these guys. So I'm going to move these along this wall over here. All right, 7 of them. And I'm going to actually change this from shapeless to 3 by 3. There we go. All right. And what I'm going to do is this one right here will be to make the botanical ones, which will be the botanical resource shards and the botanical transmutation shards. I think behind it, this line, I want to put in a oh, I'm gonna have to make a quantum, ain't I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a quantum store or transfer instead of the basic. So let's go make a quantum entangloper. Which, I mean, in turn, we're technically going to have to make 2 of these. So I'm going to have to teach this teleportation course. And I'm also going to teach it how to make the quantum ones. All right. So all of this should be fine once we set up okay, so why don't we make this one right here the quantum or the refined obsidian one. So what we're going to do is set that there. We're going to use more of these. Let's get some more. Item. There we go. We'll take a stack of them. If I don't keep hitting the wrong ones. All right, so we'll do that right there. We'll do resource. We'll get, you know, the resources in here to make these resources. But we're also going to have a storage. And I feel only 3 for these should be enough. I don't see us needing a lot of the resources that these make, but, you know, might as well. We will take a wrench and make sure that they all go like that, and we'll lock this one up. We'll link it as well so that we have access to this. But locking. Where's the locking configuration? There we go. All right, so now we're starting to get those resources coming in. So if we go in here and we go quantum, and we should be able to say make us 2. Okay, so now that we have 2 of these done, it cannot stack, but we can at least use this setup right here because we've got sulfuric acid. We can say this is sulf acid for sulfuric acid, and we can just configure the sides to be no items, gases. It will just be a pure input. Infusion types none. These none. Slurries none. Energy, we might set up energy, but because might as well, right? We don't have any energy cables on us. This way we can power the back row with just one thing. Might as well just use this flex point. Alright, so this is going to hold sulfuric acid and nothing else, not even heat. Okay. So this is going to get the sulfuric acid. It's going to take a little bit for this to catch up. What are you missing? The red, which I think is this guy. Yeah, it's this one. And we've got speed upgrades in here, so we'll speed all of this up when we start working on the one setup. So what we'll do now is place this in here. We'll set this. We actually don't need to set anything down. We can tell it to set to the sulfuric acid channel. Items, we don't need any items, so that can be off. Fluids, off. gases, the only one we want is this side. That's already marked as an output. And we can say you can eject one. Infusion types, we have no infusions. None of that. No slurries. Energies, we can also set it to eject on that one side right there. And no side configured to heat. So now, if we get some ultimate pipes, all right, at pipes, okay, we got 2 of them so far. Universal pipes, okay, that's what they are. We can set this up so that this ejects out this side, right? Oh, no. We want it to have one of these ultimate pipe upgrades. So anything that comes in here will get sulfuric acid. Now, can we input from the top? We will say it will output to the front. Oh, it's going to be gases that output to the front. Items, we want input from the top. Gases, output. Infusion types, we don't need. Pigments, we don't need. Slurries, we don't need. And energy, it can get the power from behind it. So how are we going to get stuff into here to make it run? We're going to actually have it so that that one will eject to the front. Stop giving me your eggs. And we'll have that one eject to the front. And let's see here. My train of thought was derailed for a split second right there. Oh yeah, functional drawers. We need an ejection pusher. Okay, so if we actually teach this how to make pushers, all right, and the hoppers as well. And there's that, there's that. Okay, so give us pushers. Say 10 of them. Doesn't matter. All right. Come back over here. And if we go into here, we can say that this pushes down. Okay, we'll see that this is making the refined obsidian gas. Although it is not getting the gases. There we go. So now it's making the gas that we need for, well, making refined obsidian shards. We'll be able to actually do this with all of them. It's just going to take a little bit. I am going to remove this pusher upgrade for a split second so that this can build up. So we can actually request chemical dissolution chambers. I'm going to need let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 6 more. Okay, we got our 6 dissolution chambers, although they are going to all not stack properly for me, so I'm going to have to come over here and set each one of these up. You see that it's got power, it's got the sulfuric acid already. What we're going to put into the one above this is a where this is one of those interesting times where I'm also going to teach it how to make a puller. I said, stop giving me your eggs. Okay, so let's get the puller recipe here. Okay, so we'll just do this. Put this in here. Alright, so now we can go in here. We can get the puller as well. We're going to need only 1 so far. And we're going to now come back over here. And this is going to get a puller and a pusher upgrade. And we're also going to give it a downgrade so that it does not pull or push anything else. So we're going to set up a final EMC link right above it. We're going to set it so that it gets botanical shards. Okay. We're going to tell it that it's going to pull from up and push to the down. And we have refined obsidian. I don't know how you got that, but okay. Oh, I know how. I know how. Right there. There we go. And that's one of the few that we can constantly run because botanical gas is very much needed. Now we need some purification chambers. We're going to need 6 purification chambers. All right. Purification chambers. All right. Should be able to make all of that except the enrichment chamber. All right, so we should now have this taught to this system, which is fine. I really need to get these metallurgic infusers set up to be automated. Alright, also I'm going to grab some speed upgrades. Alright, so I am going to hit you with the speed upgrades. And in front of you, we'll set this purification chamber here. With this purification chamber, we are going to set up the configurations as follows. Energy we will worry about later, but on the back, we're going to input gases. Oh, we'll also want to set... We want to set this guy so he ejects his gases to the front. And only the front. So there we go. Now we have botanical gas in here. We're going to need it to get the botanical resource shells in here. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to do that one yet. I might just have to have... I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Okay, so let's see here. Let's pull up the upgrades. I want to show this to you guys. See if we can actually make it stop. 1, seems fine. 2, still fine. 3, okay. 4, 5, 6. So at 6. Yeah, at 6 it stops. I really need to see this this chamber right here. Apparently we're not getting the sulfuric acid. Okay, so that's what the issue is right here. Is no sulfuric acid. All right, I'm going to set up the rest of these very quickly. I'll show you here. We're going to set this up in front. We're going to tell it that items output to the front. The rest of this stuff doesn't matter. Output to the front. On. We can lock those up and link them. I need to figure out how we're going to get power to all of these guys. Should not be that hard. I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out once I get back. So there we go. That's going to get that. Somehow we're going to have these be able to be transported over into these purification chambers, and we'll make the refined obsidians. And we can just pretty much get these guys to get power. So I have an idea for this one, how we're going to get these over into here. We're going to pretty much set up a item pipes. That should work. Might actually set the mechanical one up underneath and then run the items up into it, and then just have a oak drawer right there for outputs. Output, configure, put or lock it in. And this one right here is going to get the, there we go. It's going to go back down. I'm going to get the rest of them set up real quick, and we'll figure out the power situation as well as the gas situation. So I'll be right back once we've got that done. Actually, I just looked at the time. You guys know what I'm going to be doing with this room now, so let me finish these setups off camera between episodes. We'll be back next episode with more fun. Hopefully we will get the sulfuric acid situations figured up here. I will figure up the power and all that, like I said, between episodes. And I'll show you what I did on the next episode. And if you like this episode, hit that like button. If you dislike this episode, go right ahead, hit that dislike button. Tell me why you disliked it down in the comments below. It really helps me out. Helps me greatly improve. And, well, until next time. Later, Gators.